Always share information with those who come to consult you. It doesn't make you less successful. Successful friends do not hide information from each other. They help each other succeed because each one of us can be remarkably successful in this world. If you build a house, however big it might be, you occupy only one bedroom. You sit on one chair. The world is like that. You cannot occupy it all alone. These are words of the late Hajji Bulaimu Muwanga Kibirige. Welcome to Elevation Chapter, the channel that promotes human connection, spreads positivity to recover humanity. My name is Nelly Yo. If you are new here, please subscribe. If you are not new, thank you for being part of our growing family. Today's video is very unique and special. I am here to pay tribute to the most honorable, admired, sincere, honest, hardworking, and selfless entrepreneur who has finished his race successfully. Dr.Hajji Bulaimu Muwanga Kibirige, commonly known as BMK. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Am I related to him? No. Am I his employee? No. Have I done business with him before? No. Have we been friends? No. So why pay tribute to him? He has positively influenced my life through his work, especially after he launched his book. In this video, I am sharing 3 lessons from him. Not business nuggets, because I can barely exhaust them. The mandate of this channel, remember, is to promote human connection, to spread positivity so we can recover humanity. And in his life, the late BMK strived to live this way. Lesson number 1, humility. I happen to be a feedback fanatic. On the 18th of March this year, 2021, the late launched his book, The Story of Building a Fortune in Africa. Prior to the launch, I had seen an ad about the launch. I tried to get more information on how to attend, but it turned out the attendance was by invitation. I rested my case. I was now looking forward to reading the book instead. Immediately after the launch, before 3 days could pass, through a dear friend of mine, I was lucky to get my hands on the book. Yummy, tasty, rich, deep stuff. It's a great book. I read it non-stop the first time, finished it, started reading it the second time. This time, I was taking all the time that I could have in the world. On the 10th of April 2021, I finished the book. And then I sent this email. Hello, Dr. Hajji BMK. I am very sure you won't be the first to read this email, and you might not read it either. However, I request the person reading this mail to make sure it gets to you, inshallah. I am a Ugandan who has just finished reading your great book twice consecutively, munching on it like candy, not to miss the sweetness. I want to thank you for being kind enough to share this unmatched lasting wisdom. I have one tall, humble request. I desire to meet you for only 10 minutes or less, given an opportunity. I simply want to ask one question and also meet you in person. Thank you very much. We all know it's not easy to access people like the late BMK. Here is the purpose of this story. On the 12th of April this year, 2021, at around 8 p.m., I received a call from an Airtel line. Hello, is this Nelly? Yes, this is Nelly. I received your email, but I'm not in the country. This is Kibirige. This is BMK. I said, what? BMK? Yes. I am in Nairobi. You know I'm not very well. Hopefully, I might come back in May. So send me a reminder text message on this very line during the last 2 weeks of May. We can meet at my office at the BMK house. Do you know where that is? So I asked him, is this a new building besides Africana Hotel, please? Yes, my office is in that building, or you can ask when you get there. The network is not very good. Send me a reminder in the last 2 weeks of May. So I said, hold on a minute. I'm very humbled by your call. I can't express my gratitude. Thank you and God bless you. You are welcome. And the call ended. I breathed in and out to calm myself down. Humility. How many of his kind can do such a thing? How long did the call take? Not even 2 minutes. And it's not that he was sick so he had all the time on him. I don't think so. Instead, that should have been the reason for him not to call. Humility. Unlike some people who start acting funny the moment they buy a bicycle on a loan, some get promoted and start behaving strange. Stay humble. Put the needs of others before yours. We didn't get to meet, but the willingness to meet and the phone call was as good as meeting for me. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. Lesson number 2. In his book, My Story of Building a Fortune in Africa, BMK shares his entrepreneurial journey deeply. He shares his secrets, failures, and successes. I love the story. In chapter 6, he indicates how East Africa became too small for him. The business he was doing then turned out to be simple and boring. He was 24 years at that time. He embarked on the search for new and better challenges. His search landed him in Hong Kong, where he spent 2 weeks. In his words, returning to Kampala after those 2 weeks overseas, I learned a deep lesson about humanity. Let me read for you that part. But returning to Kampala after those 2 weeks overseas, I learned a deep lesson about humanity. I had expected a hero's welcome from friends and colleagues on the streets where we did business, for had I not been away so long? But nobody had missed me. They did not even ask where I had been until I told them. I realized that it is the same that happens when you die. People go on with their lives without you. I filed that in my mind. I only shared the details of my adventure with Haruna and my sister Aisha, whom I assured that we would never be bored in our lives following what I had discovered, of course, in Hong Kong. What does this teach you? Or what do you pick from this? People don't care. Imagine if someone had cared, perhaps they would have been told about the Hong Kong discoveries. Remember, he wasn't a selfish man. People usually joke around with this word and they say selling fish. Yes, he was not selling fish, meaning he wasn't selfish. On that note, let me give another example from his book. Zambia is one of the countries he invested in. He realized it was more of monopoly. So he took the lead to set up a principal competition and created HKK, Haruna Kalule Kibirige. And after running it successfully for 2 complete years, he gave out all the shares free of charge to his 3 long-serving employees for having done a wonderful and tremendous job, with no strings attached. HKK became a big competitor to BMK in Zambia. It still exists to date. So imagine if the fellow businessmen cared to be human and welcomed him and showed concern, how much would they have benefited from acting human? Let's learn how to show concern. Let's learn how to care about each other. Let us strive to be human. Lesson number 3, family business. If I'm to make a research on successful family businesses, I believe I would get 2 out of 10 sampled businesses to be successful, if it's not 1. It's very unfortunate to see that families are seriously struggling to be families. The BMK empire is largely managed by family members, and even some long-serving employees have become BMK family, the core family. The discipline, the commitment, the dedication, the determination that the BMK family has is incredible. I know this is a wish for many families, That's one of the questions I intended to ask him if we had met. Good news is that he dedicated chapter 20 to the dynamics of family businesses. A family is where all greatness should start before scaling out to the community, to the country, to the region, and even to the bigger continent. But like I mentioned earlier, families are struggling to be families. Thank you, BMK, for setting a good and fabulous precedence to family businesses. Remember, I am not giving a book review. I am only expressing my gratitude towards our hero, BMK. Eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord, and let your perpetual light shine upon him. May he rest in peace. Amen. What's remained is yours and mine. Let us promote human connection in our own ways. Let us recover humanity in our own simplicity. Today's quote is from BMK himself. I started small, but look where I am today. I am happy, proud of my achievements and contribution to society. For more than 4 decades, I have been successful, but my success is not mine alone. I have built an empire for my family, built schools, mosques, churches, helped the needy, and supported sickle cell patients. I have built a cemetery for Muslims. I am proud of that. As a Muslim, I have prepared myself to face Allah. Dr.Hajji Bulaimu Muwanga Kibirige, BMK. If you haven't subscribed, please, the subscription is free of charge. Do subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching and catch you in the next video. Cheers!